Hi everyone. So I am coming to you guys today to share my book, a few details from Concrete Rose I've posted on social media. I've talked to a few of you about it. A few of you know about it already, bought it back in 2012. Needless to say that I've been definitely provoked by the Lord to put this book out again. Um, for whatever reason, I hope that it blesses you guys. What I'm going to do, what I've done is shared some ups, some downs, mainly downs of my life as a single mom, raising my kids completely solitary with just the Lord. The book is you're gonna run through periods of incarceration. You're gonna run through periods of loneliness. You're gonna run through periods of utilizing government assistance. You're gonna run through moments of where I felt as if the church, who was the entity, um, gave me the biggest obstacle ever presented at times. And then at times it seemed easier to walk through my challenges just if I could walk through them by myself. Like if there was nobody else around and I could walk through hard times, I could do it. But what makes it so difficult is having to deal with people. And so if you can relate that, let's say you went through something that was really hard and you can make it through, but because of naysayers, it made it challenging, then yes, that's for you. So I'm also discussing issues that I've encountered with women, um, stuff that just I kept silent. I did not tell anybody about. I walked through all of this by myself, and I praise God because I didn't get bitter. Things didn't dwell in my heart, but they were so painful. They were painful to experience. It's painful to experience hatred and jealousy and envies and stuff like that. And it's like you don't know what the next person is going through, but you have the tendency to be rude or do or say whatever you want to do just because you think you can, and you're seriously damaging somebody else and not knowing it. But because I'm a strong woman, I suppress those things. I take it back to Christ. I pray for you and I keep going. And I talked about this. I talked about how we need to mature. I talked about how we need to stop chasing men and just really sit to yourself, take care of yourself, take care of your self growth. But most of all, whatever you all get out of my story, I pray that you get God's grace because it was abundant. I hope that you begin to pray and read your word if you're not doing it because you can't make it through this journey without it. If you don't have a church home, I'm going to say you need to maybe just engulf yourself with the presence of the Lord, with the Bible, because that is the biggest pivotal moment in your life. My life began to change when I began my personal self devotion. I was completely engulfed for years in the word, learning it back and forth, to and fro, and actually walking these things out. And when I hit my Red Sea moments, my pivotal times, that was when I really had to cling to what the Bible was saying. And because it's not tangible, like something that you can touch, you have to believe it by faith and trust that what God said he's going to do. Now, it's not going to work out the way that you want. I'm just going to let you know. And the moment you decide to accept Christ, it's not going to be a bed of roses. Man, you're going to collide like this. You're going to collide. Your will, his will, y'all are going to collide. Y'all are definitely going to bump heads. You are going to have to give up so much and throw in the towel on everything if you truly want his life. If you truly want a mate that he has aside for you, you're going to have to trust him. And then when you trust him and he reveals that to you, you're going to have to wait. You're going to have to allow it to come together naturally. Things won't be perfect, but because you have two imperfect people coming together. But what you will have is a union that is sanctified and blessed by God. So that is where I am now. These events that took place in my life happened in my early 20s. I am now 41, and I'm going to, just give y'all time to read it. I set up a personal email. I will leave it somewhere in the video. I don't know where I'm going to put it, but I really want to connect with y'all. I want to connect with the audience. Like, share the video. whatever you get from it, I hope that you get prayer first, reading the Bible second, and growth third. Personal growth, personal development, because you'll truly be your most beautiful woman after you've been in the presence of God. You won't fully evolve. Nails, hair, the latest thing, that doesn't make you a woman. What makes you a woman is the integrity that you have in Jesus Christ. And keeping that integrity and not letting your character go to the right or to the left, no matter what anybody says. Such an elegant woman you will become. So thank y'all for your support. Thank y'all for the ones that are going to buy it. Most of all, though, it's not really about money for me. What it is about doing the will of God and sharing the story with you all. And also allowing you guys to just see from another perspective how I open the doors up on some of these situations. I also talked about a few women that I encountered while in jail. And these situations are real. Netflix and Hulu and all that, they make these stories that have these most intricate details about women going through domestic violence or being used as drug mules and things like that. This stuff is real. This stuff really happens. Women are really doing this. So much stuff goes on behind closed doors, and I really need the church to understand that you guys really need to be nice to people. You guys really need to stop worrying about what people have on, what hair style they got. Y'all need to be so nice to people, because I tell you what, when I went to the church and when I was trying to find my way through situations, going to different churches and things like that, I was called a church hopper. And I wasn't called a church hopper from strangers. I was called a church hopper from Black people, my own people. We crucify one another, not even knowing it, And it makes it hard. It makes it hard for a young believer. It makes it hard for a mother. So me with Christ being this strong and experiencing that, because it was only his strength that got me through anyway. Can you imagine somebody who's vulnerable and not saved, and then they're coming to these buildings and they're looking for a place where they can lay it all, and what they've got is particularly formality. So there you have it. The book will be following this video, and I look forward to y'all's feedback. Let me know if you have any questions. Let me know if you have any thing that you need help with, anything you're walking through. Like I said, I have an email set up just for Concrete Rose where you can email me and I'll chat with you one-on-one. I do have other obligations, but I will definitely be looking out for that email once the book is published. Bye.